Hello again. This is an unplanned part 2 to the reading that I just did in regards to what our Kemetic ancestors want us to know about this Lionsgate portal. If you did not see that 1 hour and 7-minute video, please check that out. This is definitely a side note reading. And it's because I watched and listened back, as I said that I would, and as I always do, so I can get the messages for myself in the channeling process, experience. The information comes through from the ancestral realm. I get it through my crown chakra. I process it through my third eye, try to make sense of it as much as I can to express through my throat chakra. Oftentimes I don't really know how I feel about the information. I'm not absorbing it in regards to it going further down through the heart chakra and so on. So I listen back in order for it to pass through and end up rooting itself in the root chakra for me to enact and practice what came through, what was channeled. So I did that, and I noticed when I was shuffling my second Kemetic tarot deck that there was a card that was flipped upward, which I didn't notice when I was actually doing the shuffling and only noticed when I watched back. So I went through the deck to see what that card was and knew that it would be very poignant to the reading. And had I seen it when it was happening, I definitely would have pulled it out. And it was there as I thought it would be, face up among the face down deck. And lo and behold, it is the Ace of Scarabs. Now this is particularly significant because the first card in the deck was the King of Scarabs. And scarabs are pentacles. So we were talking a lot about the investment and how the King of Pentacles refers to being wise, a leader, solid, being practical in regards to our intentions and, you know, following our passions and fulfilling our purpose and doing what it is that we feel that we want to do and that can bring us investment, coming out of the shadows, coming out of, you know, what's hidden, what we're not showing people that we do, that we love, you know, that we could make money from, especially because it's heart-centered, because it's a passion, because it's something that we lose time doing, that doesn't feel like work, yada, yada, yada. It's in that first reading. So that's what that energy was. So to get back to a beginning, in a sense, King of Scarabs is the end, right? It's when you start with the ace, you end up with the king. And in this case, we started with the king, and then we're getting another new beginning, which literally is aligning with that energy of something new, aligning similarly to the other card that came through, one of the other cards that came through in this deck in regards to this passion and being fueled by what stirs you and what makes you feel that fire in your belly, of the ace, again, another ace of wands, which is the creative fire energy. This is about, you know, a new project, a new idea. So to have the King of Scarabs, Ace of Scepters or Wands, and then your Ace of Scarabs, Ace of Pentacles, which brings in even more so highlighting the investment aspect of it, even more so highlighting a raise, a promotion, a new job, a new everything in regards to your finances, in regards to your wealth, in regards to your abundance. So the fact that this came through and that, again, I only saw it after watching the video and saw it in the shuffle, it just kind of peeked out on a quick shuffle, you'll see it happening as well when you watch that first video. If you saw that first video already, I knew I had to go back, because this is just, again, adding to the energy and confirming everything that Spirit came through and shared, and that our Kemetic ancestors came through and shared with us in regards to what it is that we need to be investing in. And that's investing in ourselves and investing in upgrading what it is that we're choosing to do with our time. And as a result, that is what's going to bring us fulfillment and bring us that alignment with our passions and our purpose. So I definitely had to revisit and share that again. And something that came through as well as I was watching the video back in regards to the Egyptian or the Kemet Lenormand is the child in the house. You know, this reading is very, you know, based, or the energy that I'm getting behind it is very financial based in regards to this portal, which is about infinite abundance. But abundance isn't just about money. So I do, you know, and would be remiss to not make sure that we are remembering that all of these things that we could talk about, and I definitely did, you know, refer to it, that it could be a relationship, it could be about a career or a job or whatever, for us to be mindful that anything that's discussed or that's said can be applied in regards to finances, that could be in regards to a personal relationship, a community, a romantic relationship, all of these things. So what came through very heavily in regards to that is referring to the child in the house, and what I was, you know, expressing in the first video. It's about the inner child. It's about, you know, doing what our inner child feels most comfortable in and most happy and fulfilled, and that, you know, children just do what they want and don't do what they don't want. And then the idea of their most comfortable place, their comfort zone, is in their home, is their house. So I was really centered in regards to, again, us aligning, following our passions, and being able to ideally work from home, do what it is that we love, and be at home to be able to feed our kids if we're parents from our home, and have everybody under the same roof, secure and comfortable. And then what also came through on the listen back is in regards to relationships, why this is so important in regards to, and again, this is, I'm bringing the activation card back in. You know, again, if you haven't seen the first video, definitely check that out so that things make more sense. But I want to activate this even more so as well in this additional interpretation, because if we align this child and house reading to relationships, and not just in regards to finances and jobs and, you know, the system trying to get us to do something that we don't want to do or whatever it may be, in regards to a relationship, if you can be childlike with your partner, if you can feel so safe and so secure and so kitty, so giddy with someone, so at home with someone, that is what it is that you should be focused on and that you should invest in. It's the same thing if you are aligning your passion and your purpose in regards to career, in regards to a work, you know, idea, or an idea or business that you want to start, or being an entrepreneur or whatever it is. Have that same approach in regards to all of your personal relationships, that you can feel at home with that person, that you can feel like, I want to be here, I want to do this, I am invested in this. Feeling that sense of security, that sense of comfort, that you feel like you could just crawl up in their lap and feel like a little kid for a minute, and don't have to be, you know, so adult all the time. You know what I mean? Like, when you can have that kind of comfort, that kind of being at home with someone, that's when you know that it is real. That is, again, I was aligning with thinking about lovemaking and passion and that fire, that fuel. That's what we want to feel, so we can't be running from fire when we know we want to feel that, when it's like, it's exactly that in a relationship, that we want to feel that good and that at home and that comfortable and that safe and that secure. So I definitely wanted to share that additionally to the Ace of Scarabs, Ace of Pentacles coming through in regards to the listen back. So I hope that adds to the inspiration. It definitely has for me, you know, especially so that I'm not, and none of us are too single-minded in regards to what we're calling in, you know, in terms of abundance, that we don't want to just focus on money. We don't want to just focus on love. We don't want to just focus on a business. We don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, we want to call in abundance of all kinds, and this can be so specific about what it is that we want, you know, and this definitely fine-tuned things for me a lot more, the child in the house, because it really is about feeling so comfortable, so safe, so, you know, innocent and so playful in regards to work, in regards to family, in regards to a relationship, and feeling so at home and having that sacred space. And especially when you think about sacred space and your home, and whether you are the inner child or you have children in your home, you want to be safe in that home, and you want anybody that has keys to that home to make you feel just as safe and make your kids feel just as safe. You want that to be sanctuary. You want that to be a safe haven. So you have to create that. You have to make sure that you are making the right choices in regards to yourself and in regards to your partner, and as a result make sure that your partner is also making those right decisions for themselves and for you and for the family, for the entity, all together. So just wanted to add that. I love y'all. Thank you so much, and happy manifesting. Like, seriously, the world is ours. The universe is ours, and it is ever expanding. Jupiter is going to be in opposition on the 19th, so stand under Jupiter and call in the bigness, the enterprise, the largeness of what Jupiter stands for, and claim it as your own. Especially claim it for knowing what your passion is, knowing what your purpose is. Infuse that thought, that dream, that wish, that new idea, that creative passion. Infuse it with Jupiter energy. Tomorrow night, going into early morning on the 12th, Perseid meteor shower peaks, and the symbolism of that meteor shower is like little bursts of aha moments, of just realizing like, oh yes, oh, and this, oh, and so if you have the opportunity to be out under that and to see apparently 1 meteor shower per minute at that time, 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning, on the early wee morning of August 12th, that's miracles. Like, all of these things, part when we were talking about miracles, when you look up at the sky and you can see that, these are the kinds of things that make you be able to believe in miracles. Because if that is possible, like, for your eyes to actually see, like, what can't we do? Seriously. So all of this energy, it's as above, so below. Believe it, receive it. And it all starts with getting back to natural. You know how we do. Ashe. Ashe. Asheo. Peace.